All right, so what we need to do is how do we convert the size of an image so that it's the right size for our animation in Pivot? So what we're going to do is we want to make a background that is the right size for an animation we're going to make. So I'm just going to pop open Pivot here and maybe, okay, and we're going to go Edit, Options, and we're going to set the size. And the size I'm going to set it to is 1280 by 720. Okay, this is a standard definition size. I'm doing this just to kind of keep the file size a little smaller. Say okay. All right, now we've got our 1280 by 720 pivot. We're going to find a background. So we're making a holiday animation, something winter related. So I'm going to put winter background, I don't know, playground. Let's just see what I get by putting that in. I have no idea. Let's go to images. And I like this one with the park bench. So I'm going to click on that. Now, when I hover my mouse over it, it's 450 by 297. That's not a great size. I'm going to try to find one that's a little bigger. Now, 3,500 by 2,400, that's going to look better, I think. So I'm going to right click. I'm going to just try this. I'm going to copy the image. I'm going to go back to Pixlr, pixlr.com, click on the advanced version. And then when you get here, it says open image. You can also hit Control V and paste. And it's going to paste at a very high resolution, hopefully. Actually, it looks kind of pixely. I'm not going to lie. I don't like it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to try another one. I'm going to find a different one. Now it says 4,000. That looks sharper. I can already see it looks sharper. So I'm going to right click, copy image. I don't want it to look pixely for this. So I'm going to go back. I think I have a lot of tabs open. I'm going to go back to file, new image, cancel. I'm going to go back to the home. And now I'm going to paste. You have to be on the home. Control V, paste. And I'm going to say full HD, just whatever the pre-chosen size is. Then I'm going to resize it. Making it smaller is always going to be it's going to look better. Not always, but a lot of times. And here's the thing. See where it says constrain proportions? We're going to turn that off. And you're going to change it to, what did I say? 1280 by 720. If you don't turn off constrain proportions, it's proportions. I can't say that word. It won't work right. And that looks pretty good. And I can have my character slide down that slide. Then we're going to save it, file, export as PNG. You can also save it. If you have an older version of Pivot, it might need to be a JPEG. So you could save it as a JPEG. Always name your files. It's really helps you. In fact, if you go to the save mode, that lets you save it. I'm going to use a PNG for this. I'm going to leave that size. I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to call this Winter Playground BG for background. And I'm going to download it. And if it doesn't give you a choice of where it goes, it probably put it in your downloads. I'm going to just put it in my downloads. And I'm going to close this. And I'm going to go to Pivot. And I'm going to go to File, Load Background Image. And then I will go to my downloads or wherever you saved it. If you saved it on your desktop, that's where it'll be. And there it is, winter background. Say open. Boom. And look at that. I'm going to zoom out. I can see that it fits into my animation perfectly. And I'm going to turn off my virtual camera there so that's not in the way. Now, if you're doing this winter animation, of course, you know you're going to make a custom character, add some props and effects to make your winter animation for our upcoming winter assembly. So I hope that helped make sense of how to resize images using Pixlr. And this is Pivot 5, but it should work in previous versions of Pivot 2. Have a great day, and I will talk to you later, maybe, possibly.